I don't even know where to begin with this one. Miami loses 45-21, just another extremely disappointing, terrible loss for the Hurricanes. Drops to 3-4. This team this season has really gone down the tank. Really disappointed in this one in the sense that you're up 21-17 in the third quarter with that nice touchdown pass to Will Mallory, and then everything falls apart. Jake Garcia falls apart. 5 turnovers in the game. He takes over for Tyler Van Dyke. Some good moments for Jake, but all in all, 5 turnovers. Certainly not good. 4 straight turnovers in the fourth quarter. 8 turnovers for the Hurricanes. I've never seen anything like it. I think it's a school record. It's where this team is. It's hard to gain a lot of positives with a lot of things going on with this season. You know, not beating a lot of good teams, not winning games. You know, and who's to blame? I think it's everybody. I think it's been a poor coaching job by Mario Cristobal. I think his staff has not delivered. And I think the players haven't performed nearly as well as they need to perform. So it's everything. And I know under a first-year coach, it certainly is going to be a transition. You got a coach coming in trying to change the culture and things like that. But bottom line is, nearly every game that they go into, especially this one against Duke, they've got players and they have an experienced coaching staff that can get the job done, especially at home. And expecting better results in the future is one thing, but you've got to expect better results right now. And there's no reason why this team should be 3-4. They're picked to win the Coastal. Coastal's does not have a lot of great teams. And you look at Duke, goes to 5-3, first-year head coach. They've turned things around a lot more in what they've done than Miami. And they were 5-18 in the last 2 years. So Miami has a lot of work to do. Mario Cristobal and his staff have to figure some things out. They've got to make some hard decisions, whether it's playing time on guys. And that's one thing that you're not seeing a lot of, where if guys are messing up, if it's turnovers, you know, Jalen Knight with another fumble, gets right back in there. You know, they're sticking with some guys making mistakes. And listening to Coach Cristobal in the post-game press conference, I was a little surprised, and we will see. We've just not seen a lot of drastic changes yet. You know, this wasn't a one-game loss. They just were coming off a 3-game losing streak, including the loss to Middle Tennessee. They didn't lead. We've talked about all these things before. What happened today was just, you could even say it was worse than what was happening earlier, because this one they led in, this one they had the upper hand, this one they started off better, got the touchdown, the early lead. It looked like it was going to go to 14-0. In the second quarter, they give up 17 points, go down 17-7 at halftime, and certainly things do not look good for Tyler Van Dyke. It looks like a right shoulder injury. Looks like we will see if he's able to come back, and I don't have anything to report at this moment, but certainly it just did not look good. And with how he went out, and he didn't even try to go to the sideline or anything, he went straight to the locker room, was holding his shoulder very gingerly, so we'll see how things go moving forward. Jake Garcia gets off to a good start there in the third quarter. And I think it was a poor coaching job that they couldn't get those guys to understand that they have to stay on the gas pedal. And certainly on the coaches, they're not telling guys to turn the ball over or anything like that. And that deserves, you know, the players deserve a lot of blame too. Everybody does. I'm not saying this is all on the coaches. I'm not saying it's all on the players. Everybody deserves blame. This is a huge problem that's going on, and it's gone on. And it's just extremely disappointing with what we're seeing. When this happens, we've seen it in recent years, I just feel bad for the fans. I mean, a lot of people are expecting better results, and I don't think anyone thought that this was a national championship caliber team or anything like that. But 7 games in at 3-4, I don't think anybody expected that. This team has a better team than that, but it's not showing. So it's hard to say that they're the better team. Their best win is against Virginia Tech. Southern Miss has not been very good in their season, and obviously to start the year, it wasn't a great win for Miami. So Miami's not beating anybody. They're losing to a bunch of teams, and we will see how the things go moving forward. It's really hard to say where this team goes moving forward. Hard to look at the future being bright or anything like that. Jake Garcia's got to step up and play better. Looks like he's going to get that next start. I thought maybe we'd see Jakari Brown in there a little bit, especially at the end when things were really falling apart for Jake. We saw Jakari get in there, you know, some more in the offense, running the ball a little bit, but I was a little just curious that, you know, a little surprised that he didn't get in there. And I know he's in his first year, and, you know, he's got a lot of work to do to be at full strength as a really good quarterback, but, you know, I would have liked to have seen him get in there and see what he can do. So a lot of guys got to step up, you know, and I think the players got to take it on themselves. And I should have mentioned this right at the beginning because I was thinking about it, but post-game press conference, 3 players spoke to the media: Colby Young, Will Mallory, and also DJ Ivey. And it's just really disappointing that all three of these guys came out and honestly, you didn't know if they won or lost, you know, and it didn't used to be like that at Miami. I remember being able to go into locker rooms after games, and it was just, everybody was really down and really mad and frustrated. It was not a sound, and you almost didn't want to interview anybody or ask them any questions, where it's just not like that. And these guys, they all said cliche stuff about getting back to work and, you know, not letting things fall apart, but we've heard the same stuff, and I've touched on this a few times before, but losing the perspective of what's going on, the actual reality, I think that's going to be a big thing on the players. The players have got to understand what's at stake, the difference between winning and losing. And it's not just another game. I mean, you guys are diehard fans. You're not just okay with this. You know, I think that you can't be okay with it, with these losses. You've got to, and games aren't always going to go your way at times. And I think that's the time when winning teams find a way to win. You know, you're not always going to play your best. You're not always going to be up 28-0 or anything like that and cruise to a win. Sometimes you got to grind it out, and things didn't look good when Tyler went down with an injury. You've got to find a way, you know, to get wins. And this team, until this program, until they understand what it takes and really take ownership, it's enough. You've got to quit losing, you know. And I don't think we've seen enough of that. Not enough talk of it and really understanding. And I think they'd rather win and until they really fear losing and, you know, just not wanting to lose. And we've all seen the difference. You know, the players that really speak on it. And I'm not really singling all three of these guys out because I think a lot of guys feel the same, but these are the three that we got to talk to. Essentially, chose these three as the spokespeople for their team after this loss. And these were the three that talked. And it's very similar to what we've heard in the past. So they said they're going to get back to work, and we'll see if anything changes. It just feels like it's more of the same, and it's hard to expect anything different. The results are what they are, and this season's just, I keep saying, extremely disappointing. You guys pick out better words than I do in the comments, and it's always great hearing from you guys and seeing what you guys have to say. But pick all your favorite words and place them below, because it's been disappointing, terrible, poor. It's been all of that. And again, it's how these losses have come about, and they're just not, they don't have any big wins, and it's hard to say what things are going to look like moving forward. You think they might turn the corner. Cristobal spoke about that. He felt like they were turning the corner on some things, and this was a step back. And honestly, it's just more of the same. So I can't say convincingly things are going to turn around. They got Virginia coming up next on the road. Virginia just got a win. They saw Brennan Armstrong. So Miami, you would have thought this one would be a win, but at this point, it's hard to expect anything from this team, from this program. I do want to thank everybody for being on the channel, and got some more stuff coming. But once again, I feel for you guys, you know, really putting a lot into this and paying attention and coming to the games, watching the team, checking out videos, seeing what everybody has to say, checking out our website. We always appreciate you guys over at InsideTheU. You guys are diehard fans. It's just great, you know. I just want to leave you with this. The other day, someone asked why things have gone well with the YouTube channel. And, you know, one of my thoughts, you know, because things have gone on and you know, with views and subscribers going up and things like that. And it's like, Miami fan base is incredible. The amount of passion you guys show in this program that has not had a lot of success in recent years, it's just really incredible. It speaks to the volumes, and I feel like Miami fans get a bad rep sometimes. But you guys are here. You guys are here to now. So shout out to you guys. You guys are the GOATs. Definitely appreciate you guys. I'm going to get back to work and get going, formulate some more thoughts. But all in all, just another disappointing result here at Hard Rock Stadium. They've lost 3 straight home games. To put that in perspective, when Mario Cristobal was at Oregon, he only lost 1 home game while he was there, 22-1 at home. When he was a player at the University of Miami, never lost a home game. He was a part of that 58 home winning streak. I asked him about winning at home, and also his home record at FIU was actually good too. So he doesn't like this. Certainly this is not what he expected. They've got work to do on a positive. Got a nice sunset here, so I'm going to show you guys that to end the video. But I'm out. Appreciate you guys. Take care.